Alright, we played again. Getting ready to wrap it up for the night. Gonna put the bus in, it's gonna rain. But I figured I'd make one last video and show it. All the bits and pieces are on. I did end up hijacking those wheel assemblies off that mower deck. And that in turn gives me an adjustable wheel on each side of the back. And hopefully it's not going to sink into the ground like the skis do if it has the capacity to roll, but we'll see. What else we got going on? There's the one on the other side. That guy. Again, it's just got a quick clevis pin in it. You can pull that pin, and I think it moves in roughly about half-inch increments, maybe a little bit larger than that. And again, if you want to split it, I could just drill another hole that's offset from this one. It'll give you more capacity for different locations. But right now it's all the way down, sitting on the wheels. And there's, I don't know what you can see on there. It's probably about a half-inch. It's up. Let's call it that. You know, there's a space. So that's what I'm going to run for now. Got the chains cut up and set on there. Those are my lift arms. And then if you, as the terrain goes, the machine can still follow it. You know what I mean? Because the chains have flex. And with the snowblower all the way up, you got about maybe an inch. You could still lift up before the PTO hits the gearbox. All right, and then I had to go and get myself a crank rod for the thing, and this is the conglomeration that I came up with. I couldn't run a straight shaft because of the angle. We put it in front of we put it on the floorboard pretty much, and then as the machine lifts, the rod has to go back and be able to flex. So you know those Chinese extensions and the swivels, there's what you do with them. Cut it up and made that the swivel for the rod. Found myself a rod and heated it up and bent it to what I needed. I needed a little standoff on the side right there, and found this big old goofy looking wrench with a weird, I don't know what that is in there, 8-sided head or something. Well, I figured it would make a good standoff for the what do you want to call it, crank. Alright, last but not least, I had to give it a little bit of flair, and we got heated up the rod and bent it into the shape that you see there. Where are we? And there, and there. And then took a ball on the lathe, drilled out the center of it, and then did a countersink on the top of it right here. So there's a the inner hole, I think 4/13, and the outside is probably about, like about 5/8, something like that. And I let the ball slide down and stuck a washer on it, filled the center of the washer with weld, drew the ball up, and I had a couple of washers behind it, and we just took those and sucked it up so there was a little bit of play in it, and I left one so it'll float, and then put like 4 tacks on the back side of that one. And that is the deal for rotating the chute. And at one more time, and at that I'm going to end up calling it a day. And again, I'm going to go park this over on the other side and do some work on it tomorrow, maybe a little bit, but it's ready to go blow snow. And the other thing I did was I cut up that cover that was on there, just so it has a top cover so crap isn't directly going down it. But they leave a hole in the center of it anyway, and it's for oiling, and to get to that chain so you can douse it in oil. So it's not like it really needs to be airtight anyway, but I'm happy with it. Another thing off the list, you know. Someone, I forget who wrote it, feel free to speak up, had sent me a link to a video on doing undercoating, and it seems pretty plausible to me. What they do is they take the toilet bowl wax. Don't know what it's made out of, but if you guys ever dealt with that stuff, it's really It's really that it's like Mapom. Once it gets on something on it, it just kind of stays with it. So the gist of the video was you're basically taking linseed oil and these, and you put them on a hot plate and you dilute them. I think he said normally you would do 5 to 1, 5 of these drinks to 1 can of that. It will dissolve it down to like a peanut butter type consistency, or if you go much thinner, you could spray it. So my attempt is going to be to spray it and see how that works. I guess the original Z-Bart that's what it was, and when you get that stuff on something, it just stays there. He said there was an old car that he was showing that had it on from the factory back then, not now, and how the thing is just absolutely spotless underneath. So having said that, I'm always willing to go give something a try when it comes to rust and saving our stuff, and so we're gonna go do that on the snowblower itself. The whole thing's got some scaly rust on it and everything. So if something's going to be a good test of how it holds up to the elements and rubbing off and all that kind of thing, I think this would be a good unit. I'm not going to clean up any of the welds. I'm just going to spray it right over the raw metal, and we'll see how it holds up over time. Alright guys, again, thanks for watching, commenting, and subscribing. Take care. Bye.